I'd like to thank C.F.R for making this video possible by providing the lab cart model number 141002. Hello, I'm Victor Sane, and today I will be unboxing, assembling, and showing the C.F.R lab cart model number 141002. And as always, I'll be taking a tape measure to it as well and showing some of the measurements that aren't showed in the listing, as well as confirming some of the measurements that are. Before we open it up, the box is a little on the heavy side. It would be pretty easy to carry in the house, but for carrying all the way across the yard to the barn garage, I did throw it in the back of the car rather than hoofing it. The measurements, before we get it out of the box, are 25, 19, and 12 inches on the box. Like I mentioned before, we'll get the measurements off the actual product once it's assembled. Lots of good packaging. Extra corner braces and extra corner packaging to really protect the corners. The box has taken some damage here. We'll see if the packaging did its job and protected the product. It looks like there's lots of protection right here in this corner. And there's another piece of cardboard right there. It looks like this is what took all the damage. This probably absorbed some of the impact too. And that leaves a good maybe inch and a half before you get to the product. So it's probably not damaged. We'll find out during assembly. This is the part where we speed the film up so that everything just magically dumps out of the box and lands in a nice, neat, organized manner on the assembly table. Now this is just some plastic stuff to protect the stainless from getting scratched. And it comes right off. It's not that hard. It is a little time consuming sometimes to really get in here and get all of it. I'm going to get this oriented upside down so I can get the legs on here first. And these are the legs, and there are some supports that go with the legs as I put them on. And because of that, there are differences on the legs. Like these two have two holes, one of which points towards me, the other two point towards each other. There are caps here that need to come out, and also need to pay attention to where this is, because there is a hole right here where the fastener will go through and thread into here. So I need that to be oriented here, and I need to pay attention to make sure that when this is oriented that way to where it can line up with that I still have this hole pointing that way and this hole pointing towards the front of the cart. Then there's yet another hole right here that's threaded. It also needs to be pointed diagonally that way, because later we're going to have these right here to hold up this shelf right here, which again is a nice stainless underneath this coating. The coating is to protect the stainless. So it's not going to look like that after it's assembled. All of this is coming off too. These have only one hole here and one hole here. These face to the outside. I want to confirm that they're all in the right place. I'm doing a dry run here before I put any fasteners in. I still have to install these, which is going to require me to take one of these out there, there, and then the longer one in the back, there, there. That's going to have to go in when I put that shelf on and pull them together. Now I can take the little short Allen head screws, put them in there. Oh yeah, that's going to take too long. These are 4 monkey meters, and I have the C.F.R. cordless ratchet that C.F.R. sent me for a different video. And I'm going to use it. It's a lot faster than any of these hand tools that C.F.R. kindly sent, in case you don't have stuff like this. Yes, much quicker and easier. Okay, to install this shelf, it's these brackets and these fasteners that accept a 5 monkey meter Allen wrench. This is a bit of a juggling act with 2 of the brackets and 2 of the fasteners. But these little struts right here might help a little bit. Bracket diagonally across from the other. One fastener. See, juggling act. I'm going to put this bolt in last, and you'll see why in a minute. Bracket in the corner. Now I have this rod and the last fastener, rod in here, here, push that. Now I got to be careful about where I put the wheels, because this handle is going to go over here, and I want these wheels with the locks on them to be near the handle, because if you lock the wheels down, you can lock them down with your feet. You don't have to bend over, just reach down there with your toe and lock them, and you're going to be standing where the handle is. So whoever's standing where this handle is not going to want to have to walk around the cart to lock the wheels. You're going to want the locking wheels right there at the handle. The other locking wheel and go ahead and start it. I can tighten both at the same time. Now these have adjustable nuts here, so you can level the cart out by adjusting the wheels. I'm going to go ahead and put them the same height right now, assuming that the floor it's going to be used on is going to be level. And this is a 3/4, which is the same as 19 monkey meters. And I did put Loctite on those, so I don't have to tighten them very tight. We're about to put the handle on, and I have 4 fasteners here, and I have lock washer and flat washer, and put the fastener through both of those. Done the same to these, and I have Loctite on them. But I also have, and I want to point this out right now, I've made a mistake, and I should have put a lock washer and a flat washer on the fasteners holding the shelf, so I'm going to go back and correct that after I put the handle on. Those were 4 millimeters, and these are 5 millimeters. Just on reverse. This out one at a time. Put the lock washer and the flat washer. Put my hand back on tighten. Go, and just rinse and repeat. A little tip about the protective plastic that keeps it from scratching. I've noticed that trying to get it with my fingernail or trying to get it with this tool here doesn't work as well as just taking your thumb or finger and rolling over it. And that works best, to really just roll that edge. And of course you get a good piece of it and you can just pull. But then if it does something like that, again, just roll the edge and it works better. Now I'm in a really hot climate, and I don't know if this has anything to do with how this behaves. Maybe if you're in a colder climate and this is a little bit easier for you because of the cold, just let me know. But all I've got to go by is hot Georgia weather. And last but not least, the knob. Screws goes in from the back inside the drawer all the way through. Get the knob started. Just Pin it on there. And I did put Loctite on this as well. I don't want to tighten it up so much that I dent the drawer. But Phillips head here. And that Loctite allows me to stop tightening at a point before I normally would, with confidence that it'll stay tight because it's got Loctite on it. Okay, we've got 29.5 inches to the top. Right across here we've got 22.5. Got 16.5 from the back to the front. These little lips stick up about just a little over 1 inch, like 1 1/4. Shelf on the bottom is 22 by 15.5. We've got space between here and the bottom of almost 15 inches, like 14 3/4. The wheels seem to be 2 3/4 inch wheels. The drawer face is 5 7/8 by 20.5. Inside the drawer, we have actual working space of 17 3/4 by about 11 3/4. And then depth is just a little over 3 1/4. Now from the bottom of the drawer to the top of the face is 4 inches. So I guess you could put something in here that's 4 inches tall and still close the drawer. But it's going to be 11.5 from the front of the drawer to the back and 17 3/4 across. The amount of space you have there. The handle is about 12 inches, and the space you have between the handle and the cart is 3 1/4. So you've got 3 1/4 feet. You can put your fist through there. You're not going to be raking your knuckles across this in a hurry, and your hand goes down real quick. You're not going to be hitting the edge of this at all. And this is folded. Let me get the camera over here where you can see. This has a folded edge right here, so that it's not sharp at all. It's really rounded right here. So if you do hit your hand or the back of your hand or something on it, it's not like hitting the edge of most carts, except maybe right here. The rest of it is rolled or folded all the way around. I still need to take this cover off of here. And it has an authentic Tigger the Shop Cat signature right there. What do you think, Shop Cat? Is the Lab Cart Shop Cat approved? He says that this cart has a serious lack of cat prints on it. Isn't that right, Tigger?
Insanely cool cars, tool reviews, and auto repair videos.
Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Put your questions down below. Until next week, get off the couch and get dirty.